Facebook ads doesn't work. I'm wasting money on Facebook. I've spent $500 on Facebook and I've got nothing back. Have you ever had this feeling? Have you ever felt like you're wasting your money? Have you ever felt like social media is a con, or advertising on Facebook or Instagram is not for you? Maybe for others, but not for you. I feel like every dollar you've invested, nothing has come back. Well, if these are your problems, if this is the questions you ask yourselves, we've come to the right video, and I'm going to teach you how to strategize your Facebook for beginners, to teach you how to layer them and then make sure they work for you. I'm going to divide this video into 5 parts. The first part will be laying the foundation, the second part will be launching your ads, the third part would be writing ads that convert, the fourth part would be testing and optimization, the fifth part would be scaling and automation. So let's begin with the foundation. Before you run your Facebook ads, you have to ask yourself three very clear and concise problems. Three clear questions for yourself to see how to position and better place yourself so that you are so that your ads can work for you. The first thing would be your problem, your offer, and lastly, the right audience. So I'm going to go into a little bit of each of those to help you understand this and see how best for you. Right, so what is the problem? What is the specific need or desire your clients are looking for? What problems are you trying to solve for them? So think about a jewelry seller. I'm going to use that as an example for this part of the video, part of the lesson, so that you can understand how to apply this to your own personal situation. The relevant offer would be how you position yourself. What solution do you say you're gonna give in terms of benefits, in terms of features for them to resonate and buy from you. And lastly, your audience. Not everybody is your client, even though you might sell an item that can suit everybody, like for example jewelry, but not everybody is into buying jewelry. So you'll have to focus on, let's say, women of a certain age who are more prone or who are more likely to buy from you. Once these three align, it turns out to be you're bound for success. Now think about the problem. Let's say there's a lady who wants to accessorize her dress or her outfit to look way better, and then now your offer is you have amazing silver, gold jewelry to suit her needs, and then you can deliver them as soon as possible. And then now when I talk about the audience, we're obviously thinking about women who can afford your products and services. These are maybe between 18 to 45 who have expendable income and who are into fashion. The Facebook structure is divided into 3 levels. There is the campaign, where you set your objective. There is the ad sets, where you play around with demographics, you play around with features and placements. Then lastly, there's the actual ads. The ads is where you come up with your creative that will stop people in their tracks and make them buy from you. So when you talk about objective, I'm just going to touch on this a little bit because I'll get to it much later. Objective is what do you want to do on Facebook? Do you want to sell? Do you want to get leads? Do you want to start a conversation? Those are all objectives on Facebook. When it comes to ad set level, this is where you fine tune the system to make it work for you. This is where you choose the location where you sell. This is where you choose who you sell to. Think about demographics, gender, how much they earn, where they live. And then lastly, when you come to the ad creative, this is where now your ad will show maybe your video, maybe your still images, maybe your gifts. And so let's launch your first ad. So what do you think about when you're launching your ad? So you're gonna think about 4 parts of this conversation. But before I get to those parts, let's say there is this temptation by Facebook that gives you the option to boost posts, and from my experience, I'll tell you that's not the right direction to go with. And then I also have a video on the difference between boosting and using actual Meta the ads account. So my advice is to watch the video here. And then secondly, you avoid boosting posts immediately, right? So the first part of ads campaign is choosing your objective. There are several objectives as laid out by Facebook. There is a traffic objective, there's a conversion objective, there's a conversation objectives, there's a leads objective, there's an engagement objectives. So you figure out what you want to do. But in this example we're talking about is a jewelry seller. So one objective could be to drive sales, to have sales actually on Facebook, or traffic to your website to drive sales. Number two, another objective could be an email lead. Let's say you're looking for leads, so you want to send them emails or contacts or through WhatsApp, your content through WhatsApp to generate and to nurture your leads. And then lastly, there could be your goal could be to have a conversation either through WhatsApp or through Messenger, where they click your ad, then you can have a conversation to see how best to sell your jewelry in terms of if it's what they're looking for, the right solution, the right size, and proper description or better images of the jewelry itself. The second level would be at the ad set level, where we talk about a placement in terms of working out with the Facebook systems to see how best to position your ads. And this is where you're gonna choose your location, where you're gonna show your ads. Let's say you want to show your ads only in London for your London clients. Then another thing you'd look at is setting up your audience controls in terms of demographics, as I mentioned earlier. This is gender, location, likes, behavior. Another thing you'd think about is your budget, how much you're going to set up for your budget, maybe a couple of pounds per day, or like £5 per day or £10 per day, to see how it's going to work. And lastly, you're going to think about where you're going to place the ads, in either on Facebook, on Instagram, on Threads. Then you're going to think about the audience network, which I completely avoid. You're going to think about where you want your ads to be seen in terms of devices or positioning, top of the ads, top of the page, side of the page, all that, on desktop or mobile or PC. All that stuff is down over here. And then lastly, we'll consider the ad set. This is where you show us where you're gonna place your ads and see how you're gonna make the most of them. Well, it goes out saying that your ad has to be visually appealing. It has to stop people. You have to make people click on you or tap on your ad. So your ad needs to have roughly 4 things that has proven to be successful. Your ad needs to have a hook, a problem, call to action, and offer. So all those things work well. If it's done well, can make a very big difference in your performance of your ads. Your hook can be, let's say for example, your earrings are not matching your outfit, and then your problem solved can be fine quality jewelry that goes out with any outfits. Your offer can be order now and save 10% or 20% on these earrings or necklace or whatever you're selling. And then lastly, your call to action would be either buy now or get in touch. The last part of this would be publishing your ads to the audience and see how best they're going to perform. Quick word of advice: let your ads run for around 72 hours before changing or making any fiddling with the system, to ensure that the algorithm can learn what you're selling and find the best and right clients for you. Part 3 of this video is writing ads that convert. Writing ads is not as difficult as many people make it look like. It's not neuroscience or aeronautical science. I'm trying to look for the word that goes with space station, but I'm not getting it right now. So making ads is not extremely difficult. It's very easy. It should be conversational, and it should be done from the point of view, not from the seller, but from the buyer. Don't use jargon, don't use features that you know that your product or service does. Think about benefits that will change the user's life or make them better off. From the point of view of jewelry, let's consider how jewelry will make them feel as a status symbol, make them feel comfortable, make them feel confident, make them look good. That's what you're going for. And again, like I mentioned when I mentioned earlier, the 4 parts of making an ad is coming up with a really great hook which stops them wherever they are. Then again, from there, your problem solution, the problem part. Then thirdly is the offer, what you're gonna tell them, and then finally is the call to action, which is to buy. Quickly, for another example for jewelry with the 4 parts, with the hook, the first sentence is a big difference, and it should stop people from moving on from past your ad. So this would be like, you feel like with jewelry, the best example would be need earrings to complement your outfit. Looking for the perfect earring. Wanna dazzle your audience or dazzle your friends, make your friends jealous. That's an example of hooks for jewelry. Then comes the problem. In the problem, this is where you show them, you understand, you show your audience, you understand what they need, what they're going through, how they're suffering. So here is where you're gonna say stuff like, you understand the struggle of getting the right earrings, how silver jewelry lasts longer, or how silver complements somebody of a certain skin tone or a skin color, how silver is very affordable and still looks classy. And with the offer, you provide low pressure solutions to any problem that they're going through right then. And lastly, the call to action would be to make them tap the ad for them to either call you or message you or visit your website to see what other offers that you have for them. When you're making ads, try to make them as conversational as possible. Think of it, most of your consumers are on their phone, and try to make it as easy, as comfortable, with short sentences, concise messages, and not using big words that could confuse or jargon that only you use in your company or in your field. Make it relatable. The ad copy length should be short if you're using text heavy or videos and you want the video to do the heavy lifting. When you need your ad copy to be long is when you need to better explain your solution, better explain your product, teach your audience about the solution that you have. You feel like people don't know what you're doing or what you're selling, you can have a longer ad copy, and for ease of understanding. With creating ads, you're always advised to come up with 2 or 3 variations to test whether they're going well, test how it's working and how better to improve. You can change your ad images within colors, you can change your videos with the different hooks. You can change just one item at a time to see what works or what connects better with your audience. This is where all the work that we've done earlier, see how it's going to work out. And this is where we normally sweat, this is where we panic, this is where I feel like, oh my god, I hope it works out this time. Well, if you followed everything I've told you so far, it should be fine. But this is the point where you understand what's going on with your ads and you make subtle changes. Just ensure you're on the right path. So the first thing to do is the 48 to 72 hour rule, where you don't touch your ads, just let them run and see and look at the results at the end of the the day, the end of 2 days, 3 days, to see what results you've gotten, to see if you've gotten sales from your jewelry, see if you've got any messages, see if you've got any comments, and respond to them immediately. So the metrics you're going to look at, through this period, you're going to look at CTR, which is a click-through rate. This is the number of people who have clicked your ads. Number two, you're going to look at your CPC, which is the cost per click, how much each click costs you in terms of dollars. You're going to look at your CPM, cost per mail, which is how much it costs you to reach 1,000 people. You're going to also look at your CPL, your cost per lead, how much it costs you to get one lead, or your CPA, cost per acquisition, how much it costs you to get one client. Well, ideal CTR normally 1%. The CPC varies according to industry, location, time of the year. So that one is no fixed. Also, the CPM also varies. Those ones you don't know, but you can work with your CTR to see how well you're doing. When it comes to improving your ads, you're gonna think of testing one thing or changing one variation over the other. You're gonna think about changing either your hook to see if it works better, a different hooks works better. You're gonna change your images to see if your ads are not your ads is the actual problem. Many people fall victim of changing everything all at once, changing even the audience, and then with zero data collected, with zero data learned, you don't know what's going on or how best to improve your current ads. So just pick on one item and test it with your old ads and see how they're performing. If at the end of 72 or 48 hours you have got no clicks, no sales, and no ads, that means something is seriously wrong. You need to stop the ads immediately and rework your creative, rework your audience, and make sure everything is fine so that you're not losing any more money. When it comes to scaling, this is where everything is working out well for you. This is where your cost per click is affordable to you, your cost per lead is affordable to you, your return on investment is brilliant, your click-through rate is at 1% or higher, means it's resonating with the people. It's time to increase your budget to get more clients. So what I normally do is I wait for 6 to 7 days and then I increase my budget by 20% to 30%. I do small incremental increases on my budget to ensure that I don't go too hard on it and then end up having a problem. But with small increments, the algorithm can adjust and adapt to my changes and get me more clients and more leads with my specific budget. Also, I should mention when my ads are working or if they're not working and I have a bit of data, I can also choose to retarget people who come in touch with the Facebook ads, my Facebook page or my website, to bring them back to the offer that I'm selling and get them to buy, because sometimes it takes a bit more touches to sell your product to somebody. And with that, I want to say I hope this video has been helpful. I hope this video has been educational, and I will see you out there. Until next time.